Hello everyone, my name is Aishwarya Gupta. I welcome you on this platform.
So we were studying the chapter haloalkanes and haloarenes. In chapter haloalkane and haloarenes, we have studied all the properties of haloalkanes like substitution reaction, elimination reaction, reactivity with metals. Now the property we were studying the chemical properties of haloarenes, and we were studying that why haloarenes undergo nucleophilic substitution, why haloarenes undergo nucleophilic substitution with difficulty. Okay, so we have also studied some of the reasons the first reason was if we take chlorobenzene or any haloarenes, if we take chlorobenzene or any haloarenes, so what happens? It is having the lone pair of electron on the halogen atom. It is having lone pair of electron on the halogen atom. It donates the electron through resonance phenomena, and there is some partial double bond character. There is some partial double bond character. Yes. There will be partial double bond in between carbon and halogen atom. In since it forms total 5 resonating structures, and on last day we have seen that out of all these 5 structures, in 3 of the structures it forms double bond, which means the first reason was due to the double bond partial double bond character between carbon and halogen atom. The second reason that you have studied was, let's say if this bond has been, then there will be formation of Cl minus will be removed, and there will be formation of some phenyl cation. Okay, and this phenyl cation will be having only 2 resonating structures like this one. Okay, while chlorobenzene is having 5 resonating structures, so out of chlorobenzene and phenyl cation, the chlorobenzene will be quite stable. So the second reason was instability of phenyl cation. Second reason was instability of phenyl cation. Okay. Still it is same. The second reason was instability of phenyl cation, and the third reason that you have studied, since benzene ring is electron rich, since benzene ring is electron rich and the electron density lies above the plane as well as below the plane. The electron density lies above the plane of benzene ring as well as below the plane of benzene ring. Okay, so and nucleophiles are also electron rich. So electron rich species and electron rich species, there will be repulsion in between these two species. So the third reason was due to possible electron repulsion. Now the fourth one is hybridization. The fourth one is hybridization. If we see the hybridization in case of haloalkane, let's say R bond Cl. If we see the hybridization of carbon to which halogen atom is bonded, let's say it is CS3, CH2, Cl. So this carbon will be sp3 hybridized. Okay, this carbon will be sp3 hybridized, whereas the carbon in case of haloarene, it will be sp2 hybridized. Okay, and if you calculate the percentage s character like sp3, 1s and 3p orbital, total 4 orbitals are there. Total 4 orbitals are there, and after hybridization, each and everyone has same character, which means in case of sp3 hybridization, there will be 25% s character. There will be 25% S character, while in case of sp2 the 100% is being divided into 3 orbitals, which means it is having 33.3% S character. Okay, and S character is responsible for electronegativity. More S character, more S character, more electronegativity. Okay, more S character, more electronegativity. If out of haloalkane and haloarine, if haloarenes are having more S character, if haloarenes are having more S character, which means it will be more electronegative. It means this carbon this carbon will be more electronegative to which halogen atom is bonded. If that carbon will be more electronegative with more ability to hold the electron, it will have more ability to hold the electron. If it is having more ability to hold the electron, which means this bond cannot be broken this way. Like the chlorine atom cannot take away the electron. If this carbon is having more electronegativity, it is having more tendency to hold the electron. So if this bond breaking cannot be possible, which means the nucleophile cannot substitute. So these are the 4 reasons due to which a nucleophilic substitution reaction is quite difficult in case of haloarenes. Okay, I'll be explaining it once again. But why when phenylketones is formed, it is electron deficient, then nucleophile. Okay, I will be taking both of your down. Okay, first I will be explaining the 4th point, then I will also explain about the phenylketones. So the 4th point is like due to change in hybridization. If you observe beta, in case of haloalkanes, the hybridization of carbon to which halogen atom is bonded is haloalkane. Alkane means sp3 hybridization, whereas haloarenes, in case of haloarenes, if you see, let's say this is your carbon, so just calculate the number of sigma bond. You will find that there are total 3 sigma bonds. In case of haloarenes, if there are total 3 sigma bonds, which means hybridization will be sp2, Now calculate the percentage S character. How can you calculate? Since these are hybridization and we already know that hybridization causes just after hybridization the orbitals that are formed are of same energy. After hybridization the orbitals that are formed are of same energy. Okay, so if they are of same energy, now sp3, 1s and 3p orbital, which means total 4 orbitals are there. So if total amount is 100%, we will divide it by 4 because all are equal. So we will get the 25% S character. And in case of sp2 hybridization, there are total contribution of 3 orbitals, which means one orbital will be having 33.33, which means the percentage S character will be 33.33% in case of haloarene. And in class 11, we have studied that more S character, more percentage S character, more electronegativity. More percentage S character, more will be electronegativity, which means the haloarenes, in the electronegativity in case of haloarenes is more. If electronegativity in case of haloarenes is more, which means we are discussing about the electronegativity of carbon, because we are discussing about C bond Cl only, na? So which means we are and also we have written the hybridization of carbon. So we are discussing the electronegativity of carbon, which means this carbon is more electronegative than this carbon. Okay, this carbon in case of haloarine is more electronegative than this carbon. If this carbon is more electronegative, then what will happen, beta? It will it will have more tendency to hold the electron. Like in the earlier case, in the case of haloalkane, this chlorine was quite electronegative and bond was broken. But in case of haloarenes, since this carbon is also more electronegative, which means it will also have tendency to hold the electron, which means it will also have tendency to hold the electron, so the bond will not be easily broken. If the bond will not be easily broken, then how can we say that there may be substitution of nucleophile? Like in nucleophilic substitution, this bond is being broken and the new bond between carbon and nucleophile is formed. Now is it clear, beta, the fourth point? As well as I think the board is also clear. Kindly reply, class 12D. Okay. Now coming to your question, Akriti, like why there will be some instability of phenyl cation. Beta, like you already know about this point. If in a chemical reaction, the reactant side is more stable, then the reaction will not proceed. And if the product side is more stable, which means like from the equilibrium, you got to know about this point. The equilibrium will shift into that direction where it can be stabilized or it can neutralize its effects. So simply, when you see chlorobenzene and phenyl cation, let's say, let us assume that this bond has been broken between carbon and chlorine, and the related species that is formed is phenyl cation. Okay, so if you see the stability of this phenyl cation, it has only these two resonating structures. It has only these two resonating structures, whereas the chlorobenzene, it is having total 5 resonating structures. You have studied this point already, that more number of resonating structure, more will be stability. This, and also I will tell the reason why it is so. In case if there is more number of resonating structure, which means there will be more delocalization of pi electron. Like if this chlorobenzene will react with some other compound, then it can react with only electrons because it is having lone pair of electron on chlorine atom as well as the double bond in the benzene ring. If it is reacting, it can react with the electron part only. It can react with the electron part only. And in the case of resonance, the electrons are continuously delocalizing. If the electrons are continuously delocalizing, okay, so which means the reagent which you are going to add, it will be difficult for that one. Na? So if there are more number of resonating structure, more delocalization of electron, less possibility of reactivity. Okay, so simply in case of chlorobenzene and phenyl cation, you have understood that it is having 5 resonating structure and it is having 2 resonating structures. So this will be more stable. If the reactant side will be more stable, so in case this bond has been broken, but after breaking of bond, this phenyl cation, this was more stable in this form, na? So immediately this chlorine atom will make bond with this phenyl cation and will again result into the formation of this species. So that's why the phenyl cation is unstable. Now is that clear, beta? Now your doubt got clear. Okay, so these all are 4 reasons why nucleophilic substitution reaction in case of haloarenes do not occur. Okay, like they occur with difficulty. So the first reason was due to partial double bond between carbon and halogen. As well as second one is instability of phenyl cation. Third one due to possible electron repulsion because benzene ring is also electron rich as well as the nucleophiles are also electron rich. The fourth one is due to change in hybridization. Haloalkanes, they are having hybridization sp3, whereas haloarenes, they are having hybridization sp2. sp2 hybridization, more electronegativity. More electronegativity of carbon, which means more tendency to hold the electron. If it is having more tendency to hold the electron, which means this bond, in order to break this bond, we will require large amount of energy. Okay. And also, if all these 4 points are difficult to remember for you, so it is better to remember only this point, first point and fourth point. Okay, like you can write all these points in your examination, it will reflect more better. But if you write the point number 1 and point number 4, then it will also be okay. Clear? Class 12D. But is it clear? So that okay. Now I will be proceeding further. But here it is written as the nucleophilic substitution reaction proceeds with difficulty. But it is not written that it do not proceed. It is written that why nucleophilic substitution reaction in case of haloarenes proceed with difficulty. Now let's see how it will be proceeding. What were the conditions? What are the conditions in which it will proceed? So let's say you have to just proceed a reaction, nucleophilic substitution reaction. Let's say this is your haloarene. Let's say this is your haloarenes. Okay, so a nucleophilic substitution reaction is done with sodium hydroxide. Okay, we will take some acidic conditions as well, H plus, and also along with all these conditions, we will require 623 Kelvin temperature and 300 atmospheric pressure. We will require 623 Kelvin temperature as well as 300 atmospheric pressure. Okay, if we apply these conditions, then simply this Cl will be replaced by OH. This Cl will be replaced by OH. Okay, like you all can assume that 623 Kelvin temperature means approx, you can say it is approx 350 degree centigrade temperature. So we will have to put a lot of effort in order to carry out this substitution. Now there are also some reactions in which this substitution can occur at a lower temperature than 623. What will be the conditions? So just try to figure out where was the problem. The problem was here now. Like if this was your chlorobenzene, so the problem was lying here. It was donating the electron due to resonance, and there is partial double bond character. The one problem was here, like this chlorine atom was donating electron, and there was partial double bond character. Can we say it like if there was C bond single bond? If there was C bond single bond, then there were two electron with the carbon and chlorine. If there is C double bond, then there are 4 electrons with the carbon and chlorine. If there is double bond, then there are 4 electrons with the carbon and chlorine. Which means if number of electrons are increasing, then there is problem. If number of electrons are increasing, then there is problem. Some problems are creating. Now let's talk about some more reason like hybridization reason. In this case, if the hybridization of carbon was sp2, which means 33.3% s character. 33.3% s character. Also, if 33.3% s character, which means more electronegativity. if there is more electronegativity, then more tendency to hold electron. Okay, and for our understanding, can we write more electron? More tendency to hold the electron, which means more electron are there. Class 12, are you getting what I'm trying to say? Like this electron theory. Although, like, it's not good to say that it is due to electron, but for your understanding, like I have told you already the exact concept what happens, but for your better understanding, you can understand like there is some electron, there is some problem with the electron. So, are you getting this point? Keep responding so that I can proceed for further part better. If you understood this point, then all you okay. Now, if it is clear, which means there are some extra electrons which are creating problem. Which means there are some extra electrons which were creating some problem. Okay, like just take the immediate example. Like there was some network issue. There will be some issues with the network that was creating problem between communication between the class. Okay, now all those problems have been removed, so the communication is easily possible. Now, if we remove these extra electron, if we remove these extra electron, then problem will be solved. If we remove these extra electron, then problem will be solved because these extra electron were creating problem. So extra electron, we have to remove the electron. For the removal of electron, what you used to add? Electron withdrawing group. For the removal of electron, what you have to add? You have to attach some electron withdrawing group that will withdraw the electron and the problem will be solved. Getting my point or not? In order to remove these extra electrons which were creating problem, to carry out that reaction, if we remove somehow or if we somehow adjust those electrons, then the problem will be solved. Okay, and the problem now at this point, I think it is clear that the problem is with the if we add electron withdrawing group, then everything will be quite normal. Okay, now so what happens? The whole summary of all these theory, like I have told about electron and all, if we attach this is your chlorobenzene. If we attach, you all know that the adjacent position ortho, alternate meta, and just opposite para. If we attach an electron withdrawing group, if we attach an electron withdrawing group at the meta position, sorry, at the para position, if we attach electron withdrawing group at the para position, it will attract some of the electron towards itself. It will withdraw some of the electron, which means, like earlier, we were requiring the temperature 623 Kelvin. Now, the temperature that will be required is around 460 Kelvin. Okay, now the temperature that is required is 460 Kelvin. Okay, like we have added some electron withdrawing group, but it is not completely solving that problem. Na? So we will require less temperature than the previous case at 460 Kelvin. The problem will be solved. And this Cl will be replaced by OH group. Cl will be replaced by OH group. Now, since this electron withdrawing group was far apart, na? Like the distance between this electron withdrawing group and this group was like you can say there was distance between them. There was large separation, so the electron withdrawing process was quite tough. Now just try to adjust them nearby. Let's say electron withdrawing group is attached at the ortho position. Now it will be taking out electron. Now it will be taking out electron like with more accurately. It will be doing it's work more efficiently. So at this time, when the group is attached at ortho and ortho position, okay, at this time the temperature that will be required is around 360 Kelvin. The temperature that is required, and also at the para position there will be NO2 group. Okay, so at this time the temperature that is required is 360 Kelvin. OH, NO2, NO2. If one electron withdrawing group was not capable of just taking all the electrons, then we will add one more electron. We will add one more electron withdrawing group. Class 12D, kindly let me know if these points are clear to you or not. Like we have why we are adding electron withdrawing group. Okay, and as soon as we will adding electron withdrawing group, the temperature will start decreasing. Like earlier when there was no electron withdrawing group, we were requiring 623, means approx 350 Kelvin temperature. Okay, and when we have added one electron withdrawing group, 460, means approx 270, 230, approx 180, 190 degree centigrade temperature, 460 Kelvin. If we have added two electron withdrawing group, we will require approx 360, means around 100 degree centigrade, 90, 100. Okay. Now if we add three electron withdrawing group, it will be visible. I'll be writing here. If we add three electron withdrawing group, let's say Cl, NO2, NO2, NO2. Now, if one were doing very small work, two were doing work with more efficiently, then three will be doing work with more efficiently. They will be taking more electron. So at this time, we will require only warming. We just need to heat down. We just need to heat the solution in the moisture. It will be forming only. Cl will be replaced by OH. Okay, so have you understood all the theories related to nucleophilic substitution of haloarenes? Why it was occurring with difficulty? Okay, like those were the four reasons, and why. And if it was difficult, which means it will occur, we have to do some effort. So we have done some effort, like we required the high temperature and high pressure, and reaction was carried out. Then we figure out the problem. Where was the problem? The problem was with the electrons. If the problem was with the electron, if we remove these electrons, then everything will be normal. So first we have added one electron withdrawing group. Problem was looking like it was sorting out. Then we have added two electron withdrawing group. Now we have added three electron withdrawing group. So it looks like problem has solved. Okay. Now next question should be like I'm adding the group only at the ortho position. Para ortho. Para ortho. Why I am not adding the group on the meta position? Will there be any effect if we add any electron withdrawing group at the meta position? Okay, so there will not be any effect when we will add any electron withdrawing group at the meta position. I will also tell the reason, like why it will not be having any effect when we add the electron withdrawing group at the meta position. Okay, but in the next class, cause the meeting will end anytime. So till then, kindly let me know if all these points due to reason electrons and more. Yes, beta, because it is electron donating group, so or it is ortho and para directing. Electron density will not be directed towards meta position. I will make it more clear in the next class. But
Thank you everyone for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe the channel and also like the video.